Hello. If you get killed, everything will be easier. No one will investigate. That's what an open homophobe channel of psychological support for personnel, Ivan Medvedev, said to me. Because he's tired of my LGBT plus videos. Because of those words, I reported Mr. Medvedev to both civil and military police. He's my boss in the 158th Separate Mechanized Brigade in Ukraine, military unit A5002. He recently took me to the commanders of the 8th Army Corps, where I was asked not to post videos where I kiss my boyfriend or postpone them for better times. I reported this to Oksana Grigorieva, the advisor to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine on gender issues. Another colonel who is against me is the chief of staff of A5002, Sergei Buchkovsky, who took revenge on me for the fact that his name appeared in the case of the harassment of the officer Andrei Bratsov, after which Bratsov ended up in psychoneurological hospital. It was Buchkovsky who called the security service of Ukraine to intimidate Officer Bratsov. According to Andrei, he refused to implement unlawful order. Andrei was dragged by the collar and was called being too girly with an earring in his ear by law enforcement officers. Again, those are the words belonging to Andrei Bratsov. Colonel Buchkovsky initiated an investigation against me, except from order number 4339 for my reporting on the enemy's attack on our brigade's weapons depot. The damage of the strike amounted to around 1 billion hryvnia. There were weapons inside given by our Western alliance as well. According to my information, security service warned the brigade about that the enemy knew the location, but the pavilion was not moved to another place. Who do you think Colonel Buchkovsky appointed as the head of the investigation against me? That's right, the homophobe Colonel Ivan Medvedev, who wanted to send me to the minefield as punishment for the fact that my boyfriend and I asked the deputies of Verkhovna Rada to legalize LGBT plus marriages in Ukraine. You can only guess what the result of this impartial investigation will be. I'm giving groundless reprimands. For example, my former commander of the rocket artillery battery, Captain Vladislav Shulyak, gave me 2 reprimands, one of which I received when I was in a hospital, probably so that I could recover faster. This is about 6,000 hryvnia in fines. With a salary of 25,000 now in the communication department, I paid with my own money for an apartment, for food, for public transportation, etc. Of course, I will be giving new reprimands, and there will be also financial sanctions against me. I'm currently assigned to the communication department as a journalist, but my commanders do not allow me to film about their brigade servicemen because they do not want to spoil relation with other commanders because of my reputation. Those are the words from the press officer Dmitro Kupriyan. By the way, my videos, which gain millions of views on social media, are not posted on the official pages of the 158th Brigade. In principle, according to homophobe Colonel Medvedev, no one wants to communicate with me. Now, I have a question for the commander of the military unit 8002, Colonel Vitaly Omelchenko, and his deputy Colonel Sergei Safronov. Why is there such a mess in the 158th Separate Mechanized Brigade? When will all these commanders will be punished? Some of them deserve to be behind bars. Now, I want to mention the list of the names that should be investigated. First, Colonel of the Psychological Support for Personnel Ivan Medvedev. Second, Chief of Staff Sergei Buchkovsky. Third, Lieutenant Colonel Alexei Polyanko, Deputy Chief of Armaments. Fourth, Chief of Artillery Colonel Alexei Kochetkov. Fifth, Chief of Armaments Lieutenant Colonel Mikhailo Bodnar. Sixth, Lieutenant Colonel Oleg Yuryev, dismissed Chief of Logistics. 7, Major Andrei Shapovalov, a former commander of the combat unit who deserted and is suspected of embezzling money. And special appeal to those who have problems with seeing me kissing my boyfriend. Be honest with yourself. If you do not share and support European values and LGBT plus community, then do not take weapons from our Western alliance. We will see how long you will stand against Russia. Thank you for your attention.